And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham.
And it's second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to lead me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a give, running left is Harris. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go. Good night.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Good night.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Boston, the man in motion left.
Right.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
In motion, the tight end.
Go.
Fields. Flushed out right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Tonight.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Justin Fields
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
11 MT tape.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow on play action.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action with Burrow. And downfield, he's got all the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bengals had 7 and 4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Again, it's Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And I don't think he got there.
Hey, we're good, we're good,
No,
we're good.
they stopped him right where it all started.
11 mighty.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fields now to throw. And this caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Here we go. Hey,
Back to throw. Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again is Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Thornton, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Fields. Finds Strong on the check down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Now Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
On one, ready?
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. It's complete to Brown, right side. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11,
Well,
11,
out of the
11.
locker rooms here they come.
11,
Their
11,
first
11.
drive of the third quarter. And, Charles,
12,
they're trailing in this ball game, but we
12.
got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
1-1, ready?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow will throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 551, 551. Tonight.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Right.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Here we go, son.
They snap it to Fields.
That's to his running back, complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Right.
Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Go.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, dot.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's to his tight end all.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT, take. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
11. Here we go. 11. Dot.
From midfield now, Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's get set. Stop.
Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Keep in mind he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here we go.
Option play. Here's Strong.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. We're good. Hey, Ken.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Balled at the 26. 2nd and 7.
Right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Justin Fields.
26 yards.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them. But we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11, Thomas.
This game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these
12,
fans, they were
12,
expecting to be on the
12,
other
stop.
side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 Thomas. Dot.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They go play action with Burrow.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. Here we go.
Burrow on play action. That's going to be brought in by Higgins.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage,
11.
the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Dot.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on
momentum here now. And he fires one incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Dot.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And the throw's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Eleven. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
I'm fine, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Here we go,
right at the 50-yard line.
Side.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That one caught by All, the tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13.
11, 11, 11, 11. Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go, Snot. All right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Chip slant. Go.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
The 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 9.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
11.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Fields.
He's got it. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Hey, Cam.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Shot.
Throwing, Burrow. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Shot.
To throw, Burrow.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
11, 11, 11. Dot.
Burrow. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll come up 1st and 10
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head